Hiya, Cosmic Cat here. Today we're doing a special birthday reading for Pisces who were born on March 14th. And I have my windows open so I can hear all the birds. It's almost springtime. Everything's coming to life. So if you do hear some noises, we also have our usual, for those new joining, we have Kramer in the crowd, my dog, that you'll hear patting his footsteps. The cats may pay us a visit. Delia a love. Um, and wow, what a phenomenal birthday gift the universe blessed you with, Pisces. Really, anyone whose birthday's this week. Wow, such an intense time. So I do want to share a few things before I started your reading and just was collecting thoughts and getting everything going. Grounding came in. I mean, the moon, this is like a huge time for purging, for releasing, for cleansing, for letting go, and kind of like just opening up that heart space a little bit more by shedding old skin and honing in that you're the snake energy. Well, for those new and just learning about this process and maybe learning about just your sign. You are Pisces, you're in the 12th house, ruled by Neptune. Neptune is very dreamy, as you are too, and very much beyond the earthly realm, beyond this dimension, beyond third dimension, right? So you know, your energy, the way that your characteristics are described, you are of the water, so you also have a lot of emotions. You're an emotional person. You're very resourceful, helpful being. There's the subconsciousness that you really fall into more than the consciousness. You like to, you know, you're all about the imagination. Neptune's about imagination and spiritually enhanced. You're very spiritually enhanced. I wouldn't be surprised if anyone watching this reading has their clairs, some sort of their clairs active, their clair abilities. Whether that's clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience, or any of the other 17 that there are or more. But, you know, sometimes the dreams and the illusions and the delusions can you know, cause suffering or escapism. But you're a very enlightened being, and that's really special and unique about your sign. So very pleased that you were born. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share with a friend, and comment below and start engaging. You'll be able to unite with other fellow Pisces that were born on your day. I wonder how many there are. If you happen to know this fun fact, share in the comments below as to how many Pisces were born on March 14th. That would be interesting, right? So before I started the reading, grounding came in, and the star, the moon and stars, like a moonstone, wanted to share with you. Just mystical. You're so mystical. You're so mystical. And the feeling of that moon was just so, almost in tears at this time, just trying to describe how I felt last night standing in the moonlight as I was cleansing all of my crystals. And I highly recommend you do that as well if you don't already or are unaware. I prefer cleansing my crystals by the moonlight. I know many others do different, like moon water or other aspects or other ways. I also sage them occasionally, but sage them often, actually, when I sage myself daily. But you know, just sending your crystals out in the full moon is so powerful, and it really cleanses them all and kind of gets them fresh and new. And so here we are with all of our new crystals here for you. So there's a newness coming in. There's a sense of, for many who are working on themselves, and when I say work, I really mean like healing. I'm going to try to change that word up for all of us. Healing. When you're doing the healing energy and transformation, you know, I'm not sure about you, Pisces, but it's been really like a down, a roller coaster ride, kind of like a dark night of the soul feeling, and it feels like it's finally kind of lifting up for us, and that's wonderful. Okay, I was going to use the quartz crystal wand for your reading, and when I initially picked the amethyst, and then I thought, no, I want to use the quartz. And then Spirit told me, no, you want to use the amethyst. So part of that was, hey, guide saying, follow my gut, my intuition, which was the first one that I grabbed. But I wanted to also like, well, why? Why do that one? And the thing is that regular quartz, one of the differences is that regular quartz amplifies energy and brings clarity, whereas the amethyst is more soothing and calming. It's protective and promotes intuition and reduces anxiety. So that speaks volumes as to the difference. Whereas, the planets and the universe is already amping us up. So we really don't need any of that right now, or much more. What we need right now, and what Mother Moon and the Earth and the universe is calling us to do, is to really hone in on calming ourselves, making sure we're grounded at all times, because the power of March altogether is just extremely profound. And so we need to have protection right now at this time. And Archangel Michael is present here with us. Source is here. And Raphael, Metatron came before any of the others today. Michael pretty much kind of stays with me or here in this space. I call upon him often, and I recommend you do the same if you're feeling the need for protection. I think right now we all need to have some extra protection, so Archangel Michael is one good to call on. So I will go ahead and give you time right now to call in your guardian angels, spirit, animal angels, guides, ancestors, only those of the highest loving, pure vibration and frequency that want to uplift, and higher vibrations are welcome in this space. Okay, so we're using the crow deck. Crows have been coming out lately. So I take it that you've been seeing some crows. Is crow your spirit animal? I have a black tourmaline crow right here. And so we will use this crow deck to give yourself a reading right now. Give you a reading. Before that, we're going to do a significator card. Okay. Did you see the moon last night? Let me know in the comments below how you felt. It did bring a sense of calmingness, but it just felt like, I felt a lot of peace. Peace is what I felt. Okay, so we have, oh my gosh, happiness. We had that one yesterday. And on the bottom, we have truth. Truth. Yes, truth. Are you a truth seeker at this time? Are you seeking the truth? Truth is coming. That's the message. I just got that. I just received. Truth is coming. Okay, happiness. Look at this. It really feels like the universe is wanting you to embrace happiness at this time. Make happiness a priority. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot. So crow energy, very wise. Also gives warning signs to us. They are mystical and magical creatures. They hold a lot of wisdom. We're going to take this, this, and this. Yep, those are the ones. Okay, so we have 5 of Pentacles. Excuse me. Pardon me. Springtime is lovely, but it also brings those allergies here. For me, anyway. family tree. So I'm feeling energy of a family tree. Something to do with your family tree. And there's a change coming. It looks as though this tree is growing in water too. It's like a magical tree. It's a magical family tree. Your tree roots, your ancestry is magic. They're magical. So, and it looks like I can see, okay, yeah, we have three crows are in the family tree at this time. Maybe perhaps guarding over the pentacles, over the coins. And then we have 2 down here. And they're like standing on a tree root, drinking some water. So make sure you're drinking plenty of water at this time, especially if you're doing a lot of energy work, ceremonies, any sort of healing journeys. It's important, imperative for you to drink plenty of water and fluids, and be prepared for a change, unpredictable change. Yeah, because a change is going to be coming. A change is coming. Okay, let's see what we have here. The Lovers. Oh, perhaps your change that's coming is you're drawing in a partner. Are you drawing a partner into your life? Share below if that's you. Yeah. Excuse me. So we go from 5 to 6. Now, this this could be you stuck in illusions as well. I mean, general terms of the 5 of Pentacles, it's about poverty consciousness. How well do you receive is what you want to ask yourself. It's about illusions, loss, lack. But what I shared with you in the beginning is what I felt from this card, is the energy, the download, the information, and that I was receiving. And I do always allow, and would like for you to look at this card yourself and allow yourself to feel and see what you see and feel out of it. And remember, we saw that truth on the bottom, so be truthful with yourself. If you are trying to release the fear of basic needs, root chakra, your shelter, finances, having the money to buy food, having the money to have a roof over your head or clothes on your back. You want to make sure that you are working through any kind of karma that you've had with money, your lifetime here on this. And it could be karmic related, ancestral related as well. So we have the Lovers here. Lovers. I want to hold this card up for you. Happiness. Happiness. So if you are in a relationship right now, your love is going to amplify. And also, if you don't do this already, there's encouragement for you to do something sacred together, some sort of spiritual ceremony together to enhance your relationship, whether it's a cacao ceremony, ecstatic dancing, drumming circle. Wow, what else? I mean, there's also retreats, there's plant medicine, there's so many different avenues, sound baths, floating baths, somatic energy movement, yoga, meditation. There's so much out there for you to do to bring yourself together. And some of you have done this, and that's what makes this like even more enhanced. Sharing heart space with someone else. This is going to be a new experience for many. So for some of you, your birthday wish. You've wished in and wanted a partner to share your new life with. The new life as in the new you. The new you that has transformed from older versions, and the dropping of the, the shedding of the skin. This is the year of the snake in Chinese zodiac, so it's, it's all about transformation. And you've done so much transformation work too, that this is also for some of you. Please, again, this is general reading, so take what resonates and leave behind for others what doesn't. But for some of you, you are actually going to you're drawing that lover into your life to do those things, those spiritual things and ceremonies, and kind of be on the same wavelength and frequency with someone that who you are at this time now. I mean, we have a serpent here that shows feminine energy and the shedding of the transformation into the lovers. You're transforming into the loving position. We have the masculine energy too with the sun, so there's balance here. There's not the ego. I don't even feel any ego in this card, because it's just pure love. Yeah, it's just pure love. And that is for some of you. Now the final on this card is that for some, this is you and your inner child. This is all you. This is just you and your inner child, and you finally have got that love. You will always be able to follow your intuition from this day forward, because you have this in your gut now. You will always follow your gut from now on. Perhaps it's something that you would fall back on. I mean, and you may fall back, and that's okay. But it's not going to be like it was before all the other times. Your awareness, your awareness and your mindfulness is at a higher level than it ever has been. And because of that, you've cleansed so much. You're cleansing right now. And this month could signify how the rest of your year goes, because of all the retrogrades, the eclipses, the super energy that is just, it's just so much power going on in this month. And it's opportunity for us all, and you especially, Pisces, for you to hone in to what it is that you really want. What do you want in life, and what do you not want in life? And this is wonderful, because there's one heart, and you're both united with it. It's a grace. It's a I honor you, and you're honoring yourself. And there's nothing greater than honoring yourself. See, I'm going to try not to cry, but I'm going. There isn't anything greater than honoring yourself and who you are. Okay, so let's see. And then we go to the Queen of Cups. Look at this. Queen of Cups. Yes, this is wonderful. Yeah, full feminine love. You're finally embracing the inner queen that you are, and you're well respected. You are a leader. People respect you, look up to you, and know that they can come to you for anything, because you are well balanced emotionally, and you know how to. You're emotionally stable, and able to be there for others, while honing and keeping and maintaining your inner child, the guidance that you received. And now you just have an abundance. You absolutely go from, maybe having the illusions of being poverty stricken, because it's been embedded in you from childhood. It could be, where you just have always struggled with the energy of money and what it means, and you're lifting that, and that's what you're able to lift at this time with this moon energy. And then you have this lovers, which again could be you and your inner child, you and your partner you're with now, or you bringing that partner in. Either any of those situations, though, no matter what you are at this time of those dynamics, it's imperative for all of you to continue to embrace the love. Look at that. I wasn't even realizing I was about to do that, but embrace the love and maintain the heart space for yourself and for your partner. And it's extremely important to have detachment. Detachment in the relationship allows your partner and you to continue to have and maintain your individuality, the you that you are, who you are, and to not to allow to hold space when there's times that something needs to be worked out and learned and transformed into a higher frequency, higher energy. But allow that so that you can allow the person to be themselves, but then also have that bonding with the relationship to where you're together and you have togetherness. Yes, it's very much possible, and that is actually ideal unconditional love. Holding space for others, allowing others to be who they are, to be themselves, being open, honest, truthful in who you are in all aspects, when it's daylight, when it's dark night, when you're going through dark night of the soul or ego death, or when you're on top of the world and you just have this high vibration that is like, whoa, I'm so high, I'm flying high. I need some red jasper to ground me right now because I'm so high. Yeah, it's just by that. Now, having the crescent here, the crescent moon, this is crescent moon carnelian for your sacral chakra, and this is what many are working on at this time. The root chakra, the sacral chakra. It's been coming up the past few weeks for me in the daily readings I do, and also just in general and in conversations with friends. It's it's all about the root and sacral, the lower chakras. I say it in almost every one of my short videos that I do. Like we had elk yesterday for the animal spirit, and that is your lower chakras. It's working with your root, your sacral, and your solar plexus, which also carries your willpower, your confidence, your sensuality, your sexualness, your body. How do you feel about your body? Do you love your body? Have you increased your knowledge and your maturity level on how you view yourself in the mirror? That's extremely important. This is all happiness. This is all going to bring you ultimate happiness. What a beautiful day. What a absolute beautiful day you're going to have. I am just so utterly thrilled. Let's pull. Hi, love. Hi, love is here. Oh, look, and it just fell right out. Okay. This one just fell right out. We'll take it. Success has been defined as the ability to go from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. Yeah. Success. So this is kind of like if you haven't been successful at love or money, this is again happiness. It's maintaining happiness through trials and tribulations. This is what the message is for you from Spirit today on your birthday, is learning to maintain enthusiasm, happiness, while you're in the moments of poverty, while you're in the moments of lack or failing. It's all about maintaining happiness, because we know that what happens, this too shall pass. What do we know? Something that's constant in life and that's ever changing. The one thing that's ever changing in life, time. You can't stop time. Time will always change. Time will always consistently be moving. Time will move. So while this time is moving, it's also moving energy. So your energy will always be moving as well. And every day you meet different people. So, energy flows. It comes and goes. There's cords. There's cords that we all get and we all have. This even looks like a cord here. So maybe you have a cord with your lover. So for those of you in a relationship right now, and you already have you have many cords connected with your partner, I would encourage you to do cord cutting ceremonies together if you are in a time of that feels toxic, that maybe you're struggling in the relationship and you're, hanging on by a thread. It happens. We all go through those times and phases. So if you want to hold on to this relationship, it's important to you, for you both, to do cord cutting a ceremony together. Now, if you are in a relationship where the other partner isn't really interested in that, that's fine. Um, if you're guided, follow your gut. I mean, you really need to follow your gut on your happiness, for your individual happiness. So you don't need to pressure, we don't want to pressure someone. Again, you don't want to have to change your partner to pressure them to be the new you of who you are. If this is something new into your relationship, or even if it's something old, but it's just getting more and more intense, you will have to follow your gut and what your gut says. So this could be an opportunity for, maybe your partner's interested now and is like, I would like to level up. How can I level up, honey? Then that's great. You can do these things together. But if they don't and they're not interested, that's okay too. That's something that needs to be okay, and just allow yourself to continue to do the things that you do. And so you can do your cord cutting ceremonies every day of the cord cutting in a compassionate way. Find a video on YouTube, on Insight Timer, some app that you use. Create your own. If you have your own cord cutting ceremony, share it below with others so that they too can maybe improve their relationship. If this is something you've been through and you've already healed from that and it's helped, please share in the comments below. Share your knowledge with the world like the star does. That's exactly what the star does in the major arcana deck of the tarot. The star, they learn the knowledge and then they share it. They don't hoard the knowledge or the wisdom. They share it with the world because they want that to ripple down into the world, because ultimately the goal is we want the world to be a better place. We want this place to be better, to be more happy, to be more free, to be more giving, to not everyone be in poverty. That's what ultimately many of us want. And the majority wants, I think, deep down, but it just gets mixed and confused and construed, like everything else. And relationships can do that as well. So you can do a cord cutting ceremony in a compassionate way to cut the cords that are all toxic. And actually, you may just want to cut all cords. Some people do cut all cords every day. This is something a friend shared with me recently, that we were having a conversation about that. And, we had thought that you would just cut toxic cords. But a third friend, a friend of hers, a friend of hers between us, had shared that, no, you cut every cord, all the cords, every night, cut all cords so that you can start fresh the next day. So that could be something you want to look into. But this is the beautiful message I have for you today. I do hope this resonates. Please let me know in the comments below how it resonates for you, what phase you're in, and have an absolutely phenomenal birthday, because this reading, it looks like you already are. You have a really good, healthy life, a beautiful life, and even through the trials and tribulations, through the dark times, through all of the shadow work, the lack, the self-worth, the value, the self-esteem, even through all of that, you are able to still you're going to come out with the Queen of Cups energy. It's just, wow. And for some, this could be that the lover that comes into your life is going to bring this abundance for you. That could be true. And maybe if your partner isn't one to, I keep getting messages, so I'm just going to share real quick before we go. Even if your partner isn't really into the spiritual aspect, I'm sure they would take a walk in the park with you. You could walk in the park and maybe even just ask if they'll put their hand on a tree with you. Hi, will you put your hand on the tree with me? And again, if they say no, respect that. Respect where they're at and hold space for them, okay? And ask them to just hold space for you too, which means just respect that I want to just stop for a second and hold this tree. Now, what happens with people when they change with this? So what happens with us when we learn and grow? Well, we may say no sometimes to our friends about things, but then when we're watching them do it, or we watch and see what happens to their life, then it's like, I want that. I do want that. I think I will. And then we do decide. So that's a learning and growing kind of era. That's where you learned, and you saw something. You were a little bit hesitant at first, but then you finally like learned and grew and decided, I don't care what other people think. I'm going to touch the tree. If we're in the city, it's okay. The trees hold very a high vibration. They're ancient. They've been here much longer than any of us. And they have a lot of love to give. They have a lot of grounding energy. But yeah, there's something with two trees, and maybe even pine trees or cedar, some sort of conifer tree. All right. Okay, this is it. We're going to stop here. Have a cosmic day. And tonight, meow, be sure to check out my little short videos I do every day, the daily readings. And and share later how your day went and how this resonates for you, okay? Really engage and let me know if there's anything that I can meditate upon for you in your life or on your journey that you're going through at this time. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.